going on, guys? This is 97 Lego Maniac, and today I have a very special video, and that is the 3 custom minifigs, and we have Green Arrow, the Flash, and Arsenal, and I just touched him. Whoops. And so these minifigs are made because in a couple more days, starting from next week, we're gonna get a brand new TV series spin-off, which is the Flash, coming out in October 7th, and we have season 3 of Arrow. There's these two guys, Arsenal and Green Arrow himself, and they're going to come in October 8th, and it's going to be really big because this is a first CW spin-off, and where they're going to have a DC character, Green Arrow, once again on CW, and they're bringing in Flash, and they're actually tying the universe together, which is amazing. So yeah, so I customized all these 3 guys. One of them is technically kind of a revamp, but which is Flash, but for these 2, they're actually all custom made by me. So let's look at the Flash first. To start off with this video, we're going to take a look at the fastest man alive next to Quicksilver himself, and that is Flash. And you can see this is actually Lego Group's Flash, but I just gave him did a lot of paint jobs and stuff. And you can see these lightning bolts, they're not even accurate to what they look in the show. In the show, it's basically a circle with a lightning bolt going through it, but not like this. It's a little bit different. But I'm cool with how it looks like this, because that means if I have to make exactly like how the TV show portrayed it, then it's gonna be very hard. So what I did, I cut off the giant. I cut off the bananas, and I sanded it a little, and I keep cutting and stuff like that. And what I did to make sure it's all stable, I lathered it with super glue, so that way it's hardened. This one has a little crack on it. You can kind of see. I'm not going to stress that way too much because I'm afraid it's going to fall off. I need to apply some super glue, and that could fix it. So you can see this. The only thing that's Legos is really the head, the helmet, and the body. The arms and the legs, they're actually from they're from the leftover minifig bins and stuff. And you can see it's painted. I gave him a brown eyelashes because he had that, and same thing in the back. And what I noticed, the white printing on the eyes and the mouth on my Flash figure before I started customizing, it was just faded. So I just painted that just to make sure it's good. So yeah, so the head's painted. I painted it brown, darkish red, making sure it all fits, and it looks really nice. And you can see all these lightning bolts all around, which looks really cool. And I don't know what the back detail looks like. This is actually all made up by me. I actually don't know what his back looks like, but this is what he actually looks like in the front. So he looks really cool, and and what I did with the symbol, I left the symbol because I really love the symbol. So what I did, I just painted the yellow parts gold, and you can see it's very shiny. And for the inside, instead of white eye, I painted red because that's what it looks like in the TV show. So yeah, that's Barry Allen, aka the Flash, and and I painted the hands a little bit, just a little bit of black on it, nothing much. But I really love the gold paint on this. And what I did with the gold paint, I painted Loki, the Avengers Loki, his helmet. His helmet's like rubberish too, and what I did, I painted gold on it, so it looks like it looks very shiny. And I'll show that to you guys in my Avengers showcase. And yeah, so that's it on the Flash himself. And yeah, move on to the next minifig. The next minifig is Green Arrow, and you can see there's this Oliver Queen, who's Green Arrow, and I've seen the 2 seasons of Arrow, and they're amazing, and they're actually really good. And you can see for this bow, I got this on Bricklink, and I had trouble time with Bricklink because you have to do basically everything manually. It's an old website, and now the situation is fixed. I got this bow, and I ordered 2 of these bows because I probably might make the Dark Archer much later. So you can see I actually started on Green Arrow first before working on the other ones. Flash was actually my last minifig I have to customize. I started with Green Arrow during the summer, and you can see here's his head, which I painted. It's a blank head. Actually, no, it wasn't a blank head. The back part is just all painted light nougat and I just used the unpainted side for his head. You can see he has a domino mask on, and you can see, and I'll take this off. You can see the quiver. It's all painted, fully painted by me. You can see the arrows. You can see the back. You can see the patterns look almost identical. So that way, if you just put it on, then yeah, that's good. It took me a very long time to try to find pictures of what the back looks like, because we really don't really see what's the back of the character unless if there's Hot Toys of it. And there's a hood, and all this is painted in dark gray, and yeah, and so in the front detail, I really love the front torso. This has to be the clearest torso out of all my custom minifigs. Usually they're a little bit scratchy and they're not well done like MGF's, but this one has to be my best front torso ever. And put his hood back. This side of the arm, it's just nothing. It's just a gray line, and carefully remove his bow while not scratching the paint. You can see his other side of the arm has these arrows, and he even has arrows, and he even has arrow on his leg pocket right there. See these detail, like these lines, the shoes, all done by me, and the bow is also painted too. So you can see, nice look of that. This is based on the season 2 of Arrow, because in season 1 he had a simple looking bow and he used eyeshadows instead of a domino mask. But since then the Flash, during season 2 he made him the domino mask, and then he got a new bow because in the last season it broke. So yeah, that's basically it on Green Arrow. So hope you guys enjoyed this minifig too. Now the last minifig is Roy Harper, aka Arsenal. Now Arsenal, he's making in season 3, and he actually has this suit this time, and bow and arrow and a hood. That is awesome. So Roy Harper, here he is, and for season 3, I'm not sure if he's gonna have a robotic right arm, because if you guys know in the comics, he was Green Arrow's sidekick. He was known as Speedy, but then you know that name is so ridiculous in the modern world. And then he became known as Red Arrow, but calling him that would just be a copy of this guy. So later on, he got his arm cut off, and then he later became Arsenal after that. So, which is really cool. He's gonna be Arsenal. It's a better name, especially for the modern world. And his head's basically the same thing what I did with Green Arrows. It's a red domino mask, and he's more of a little smiley mood, because you know he jokes around. I can tell, because if you've seen the trailers, you see him smiling a lot because he's having fun being a vigilante. And there's what I did with Green Arrow also, which is painting this blank head. It's not noticeable on camera, but if you see it in person, you would definitely see it. And gotta get that lined up. So yeah, and his hood's painted the same way for Green Arrows. It's just instead of gray lines, it's black. Because if I use black here, you won't really see it stand out that much. And you can see the thing about Arsenal, it was really hard to find any pictures of him. There was only like 2 available pictures, but that was it. And that was just to show his bow, his arm, and the front torso, and a little bit on the legs, but we don't really see that much on the legs. This is all I could think of for the legs. He just has like a lot of belt buckles. I don't know what his shoes looks like, so this is basically my own design. Same thing with the back. I had no idea what to do, so I just did the same thing, just add some belting and stuff. And let me remove the quiver. The quiver is not much. There's no detail on the back that much. It's basically almost the same as the front, but except there's like this giant black lines here because of you can see this is the arrow quiver belt where he wraps around, and that would help, and this quiver would fill in the rest. So that's his front torso. The lacing took me a long time to get it right, so yeah, that was, and I added a silver line in the bottom just to make it look like kind of like a little zipper. So put him back. So, and that's basically it on Arsenal. Oh yeah, and his bow is a standard bow. It looks exactly like the bow in the pictures, it looks exactly like Green Arrow's bow in season 1, but it's painted, it has a red color on it instead of green and brown. It's black and red. It looks really. Alright guys, that's basically it on all my custom minifigs for the celebration of the first pilot episode for The Flash and season 3 for Arrow. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to make more Transformer videos, and I'm going to do an Avengers showcase because I need to get the Chitauri soldiers done. After I'm done with that, I probably will start with the Avengers showcase. Now you guys seen them like Captain America, Thor, my Hulk, Bruce Banner. You probably might have seen those guys, but I never gave them a proper showcase video. So I'll make a showcase video pretty soon, hopefully. Oh yeah, and I forgot about the sub appreciation video. If you guys voted for me from the contents, can you let me know in the comments below, and just so it's easier for me to track. I might have to go back to the voting video just to find out who else I need to add. But for now, please comment below if you like voted for me, so that way I'll make a list of it. It's gonna take me a long time because I have to look through everyone's channel and I have to give like a minute or less feedback on it, so it's going to take me a long time. I am super busy, and so I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys next time. Everything is awesome.